So I want to talk this morning. I've mentioned on here multiple times I'm new into the podcasting world and I'm getting ready to record a session today, episode 24, I think it is, or 23. And I'm talking about kind of how we intentionally move through a really evolving, changing world right in front of our eyes. And that for many people, it feels it feels a lot of ways. And so I want, if you have access to your chat, to the keyboard right now, you don't have to if you're on a phone. Um, but I would love for you to write in the chat just one word about how you're feeling existing in this world right now, how this world might feel on you as you're existing in it right now. And and there's going to be many, many different words. I think for each of us, there'll probably be a different phrase, but let's see if there's a theme that comes up. And thank you for those of you who are able to do that. Exhausting, overstimulated, somewhat overwhelming, heavy, overloaded. I think that's a pretty common theme right now. Even if, wherever you stand with what the world is experiencing right now, there's a sense of not knowing, right? We don't know what the news is going to bring at noon and then at 6 and then in the evening, and then all the ways that our current uh, world of social media takes that and distorts it or makes it whatever. We have to filter not only the news, but is this real? Is it based in fact? How is this impacting me, those I serve, those I love, the community, those I don't know and love, and all of those things. And so I think for many of us right now, the words you mentioned, I think there's a common feeling globally right now. And I will speak for myself. I absolutely feel that. And what I find is that I can quickly get lost in that because of that reticular activating system that we've talked about so many times. That part of our brain that takes the outside world and our experience with the outside world and then decides what of it we're going to process in our brain, right? And taking this much stimuli and taking it down to this much and putting it into our brain for us to observe and notice and work with. And the more and more we feel these ways that you're mentioning, and if we aren't mindful and intentional with those things, it begins to influence then what we are noticing in the world. Not what exists in the world, but what we're noticing in the world. So we might then notice more of the things that make us heavy, and we might see more of the things that are overstimulating us as we look around the office or the desk or our community or the world, right? And so we're then finding more evidence of that in the world. And I want to be really thoughtful when I say that. We aren't changing the world, it's what we're noticing in the world. And so what we're going to do with our practice this morning is intentionally notice and bring in what is good. And I purposefully wore these earrings. I love these. I ordered these purposefully, intentionally, for the simple reason that they make me happy. When I look at them, they just bring me joy. And what I notice is as I wear them out into the world, other people notice, and it brings a smile to their face, and they'll say something like, "Oh, I love your earrings, and what's the story, and I love the heart," and it creates a reality just in that moment of joy, and that is real too, right? And so there's all of this bigness that is happening, all of this unknown that is happening. And we can mindfully give ourselves permission to create, to observe, to be present in moments that are good. It's okay to find something funny and laugh about it. It's okay to feel moments of hope. It's okay to give ourselves permission to be ridiculous and silly right along with the heavy, because that is the human experience. and really being mindful and intentional about those things. And so we're going to use our body this morning in our practice to hold the bigness and also see and observe and create the moments of joy and beauty and connectedness. And it's not to say burying my head in the sand. I say this a lot. It's not about I'm not seeing this. This doesn't exist. It's not avoidance. It's to say, and this too, and this too. So with that, let's close our eyes, or you can take a soft gaze. And we're going to take a moment just to get into a meditation posture this morning, and know that you can alter this in whatever way is right for your body or right for your scenario at the moment. So I'm going to make the assumption that most of us are sitting, and I want you to just find your feet on the floor. And we're going to come back to those feet in a moment, but right now I want you to make sure, if you can, that your feet are not crossed or legs are crossed, and instead just feet on the floor. Noticing how you're sitting, having kind of this even bottom where you're not leaning too far forward or back or to one side or the other, really sitting on those sits bones. And from that point, feeling strength up through your core, through your spine, bringing your shoulders back. We call this a strong back and an open front, an open heart. Allowing your crown of the head to lift while tucking in your chin. You might find that bringing the tongue to the roof of the mouth allows for more intentional breathing, exhaling. So to notice that space between your eyebrows and just soften it, open it. And then, if you're willing, if you're able, just bring a slight smile to your face. Allow your shoulders to roll back onto the back. And then you can place your hands however you'd like. Maybe they're palms up, palms down. You might have one on your heart, one on your belly. Whatever's right for you in this moment. And if you're not able to get into that posture, and you're noticing some storyline back there about, oh, I can't do it right, it's not good enough, it's not like everyone else, just observe that. And then honor whatever it is your body's able to do today. And then begin to notice your breath. Breathing in through your nose, out through your lips as though you're blowing through a straw. And feel this body, this posture dance with your breath. Continuing to keep that spot open between the eyebrows and inviting a slight smile. Slowly deepening the breath, feeling it push the belly out as you inhale, and then feeling the belly fall as you exhale. Noticing the sensations of the air coming through your nostrils and the sensation of the exhale as it passes your lips. And go one bit deeper in that breath. Inhale longer. You might hold that breath for just a moment. And then a long exhale, feeling like there's just nothing left in there to release. And then return to your normal breath. And we're going to do a little body scan together. The body scan is where we're just purposefully, mindfully, intentionally bringing our awareness to parts of our body and just observing what is happening there. And in the same way that we brought ourselves into this meditation, what I want you to notice is how, left to its own devices, our brain will notice what hurts, what's clicking, what's pulling, what's tight. We'll notice that. And so what we want to invite the brain to do is also notice what's jiving, what's grooving, what's working in this body of mine, what does not hurt, what actually feels painless as I move it or bring my attention to it. And we're noticing both. We're purposefully bringing our attention to that. We might even lace some gratitude through this for this body. So we're going to bring our attention to the soles of our feet. And again, modify this in whatever way is right for you. And we're going to just quickly, just in 2 minutes, move through the body. So I'll gently guide you, but know if you can move more quickly or slowly. So I want you to come to the bottom of your feet and just notice, feel where your toes meet the earth, or your shoes or your nylons or whatever you got going on. Feel where there's pressure. If you're standing, for example, notice where it's pushing into the shoe or the ground. You might wiggle your toes, observing. What am I noticing? What feels so good I'm not even noticing? There's just an expectation. And so I forget to notice that it doesn't hurt at all. And move our attention slowly through the ankles, up the shins and the calves and into the knees. Observing, noticing our expectations. Noticing any stories, especially as we move up into the thighs, to the hips, the pelvis area. This place we often hold so much judgment, energy, attention, expectation. And speaking of all those things, we'll move up into the belly, into the spine, noticing, observing, seeing if we can just relax, allowing our belly to be, lacing it full of gratitude for all of the work it does. Moving up into our lungs, into our shoulders, maybe rolling those as we're there, noticing, again, the load that for many of us, all those feelings we have can sometimes land right here, and we carry it all. Thanking those muscles and then allowing them to just rest. Bringing your awareness through your arms and into your fingertips. You might just wiggle those fingers. Again, just observing. these hands that feel our way through our entire lives, connect us to others, express love, commitment, choice. Moving up through the neck and into the head, letting that energy and observation swirl through our face, this place of identity, of expression, emotion, place we hold so much judgment of ourselves, of others, observing, just observing all of it. Remembering, and this too, and it's all true at once. And as we close the practice, noticing your breath once more, wiggling your fingers and your toes, slowly opening your eyes and coming back together. Be well and be purposeful, friends, as we move through all of the things that the world has to offer. Take care.